presentation of the NBA.
Playoff battle in the West starts off with a bang right here. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. We'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder facing Seattle. Taking a look at Seattle. So important in a 7-game series to maintain the coaches, guys. They know it's all on the line.
And while I expect them to win this game and potentially win big, this is a team that really plays well on their home floor. And if they do that, they can really set the tone for this series.
Well, we'll see if they can capitalize. I mean, that's what you work hard all regular season for, is to have the advantage of game one in your building. I'm with you there. I think you've got to give them the early nod as favorites.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Thunder. Steven Adams is out there with Holmes. Then there's Andre Robertson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Joesph in at the point guard. Now here's Davis. Pass to Giles. Davis sets a screen. Here's Bridges. Clock at 6. Seattle needs to get off a shot. Here's Payton. And the dunk by Payton.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Here's Joesph after the basket by Seattle.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
To the wing on the left. Out to the right wing. Here's Bridges, guarded by Holmes. Richardson kicks to Davis. Shoots over Adams, and Adams sends it back. Joesph against Payton. To the wing right side. And Robertson kicks to Adams. Adams sets the pick for George. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You know, what an effort from George. Just outstanding. I mean, feeling the defense on him, but still hitting the shot.
Now Richardson. To the middle. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Back to Richardson. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Holmes, that's a screen. And stolen by Payton. It's Richardson on the wing. Banked in off the glass. Richardson's got his first points of the night. Oklahoma City trailing. Joesph, the pass to Adams. Now the feed to Robertson. Now here's Holmes. Screen by Adams. Holmes down low. Left side Adams. Davis with some nice D.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Payton outside. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Bridges passes to Payton. To the middle. Here's Davis. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Thunder trailing by 4. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And you know what? When Paul George sees an open teammate, he doesn't hesitate. I mean, he quickly gets the ball out of his hands. It doesn't stick with him.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Now here's Payton. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Billy Donovan gave me a few minutes and talked about how important this first game is to them because it helps set the tone for the whole series. He said, win or lose, the key for us tonight is that we play tough, we play smart, and we let them know they're in for a heck of a fight the rest of the way. Sounds like some strong words, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Here's Roberson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Feeds it to Joesph. Holmes, that's a screen. Back to Robertson. Those three-pointers off the mark.
Well, it's surprising that he clunked that one. I mean, especially since the defense was nowhere to be found.
It's good.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it after the basket by Seattle. Now the pass to Holmes. And here is Joesph. There's the dish to George. Holmes, that's a screen. There's the triple. George, no good. Seattle leading by 5. Davis kicks to Payton. Back to Davis. Here's the screen. Now here's Richardson. Not a lot of room. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Now here's Joesph. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Adams with it, picked up by Davis. Adams' shot is off. And it's Seattle with the ball. Pass to Bridges. Back to Davis. He dishes it to Payton. Now here's Richardson, guarded by Holmes. Richardson the pass to Bridges. Here's Davis, out to Payton. And there's a whistle that goes on Corey Joesph. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Mason, he checked in for Joesph. Mason against Payton. Down low. Here's Anabogu. Here's Valencia. Seattle missing again. Thunder trailing by 7. Shot to end this cold run. They get it back. Holmes kicks to Mason. It's stolen. To the paint. Davis, the pass to Bridges. Payton outside. To the right side. Shot clock at 5. Left side, Davis. Drilled from 11 feet out. Davis has got 6.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
Now, here's Adams. Tries again, and the layup is up and in. Adams has got his second basket.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
And it's Seattle with the ball. They lead by 7. Davis sets a screen. Out to Payton. Just 4 to shoot. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Davis struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Holmes sets a screen. Mason kicks to Holmes. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the...
He's off on the first. Some changes for Seattle. Miles checked in for Davis. Justin Anderson comes in for Bridges. And it's Briante Weber in for Gary Payton. Ferguson's checked in for Oklahoma City. McLemore has come in for Roberson. Here's Lyles. Weber with it. Anderson outside. Here's Valencia. No good from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Seattle.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
He's checked in for Seattle. Now, here is Weber. Anderson outside. They set the screen. Passes it to Lyles. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Rashawn Holmes.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Here's McLemore. Adams in the high post. Mason against Weber. Lets a floater go. Second chance shot. It's deflected. And even 3-on-3 break. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Boy, Anderson, really an impressive athlete, excels at blasting his way inside and drawing the contact.
Both free throws good from Anderson. Thunder trailing by 9. There's 48 seconds left here in the first quarter. Adams with the screen on Weber. Mason dishes to McLemore. Trains the three-pointer. McLemore's got 5 points so far.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
I think he's got to be more aggressive, stronger, getting through those screens. Can't allow shooters that kind of space to pull the trigger.
To the middle. Here's Chi. The Thunder pull it in. Adams has got his 3rd rebound tonight. And McLemore kicks to Mason. That one goes in. And now just a 4-point Seattle lead.
Being aware there, excellent recognition, fantastic playmaking leading to the nice shot.
Lyles inside. The 8-footer. No good on that one. And so the first quarter is in the books. Seattle leads by 4. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. And let's quickly break down the game. Thunder trailing by 4. We've got Lyles. He's out there with Anderson. Weber is out there with Chi. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle. Now here's McLemore outside. Here's Holmes. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Great effort, terrific instincts. It's just solid all-around play, Kevin.
Down low. Here's Lyles. No good. Shot missing. Adams, some nice D. Now McLemore. He feeds it to Mason. Kicks to McLemore. Shot clock at 6. To the right side. Here's Mason. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Mason's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Inside, here's Lyles. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Lyles got his second bucket tonight.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here is Mason. Back to Adams. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
There's the pick. Dishes to Anderson. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. And there's the foul. That's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Chi. Adams defending from the baseline. Chi's shot is off.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Down low. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Valencia guarded by McLemore. Lyles passes to Chi. Here's Anderson. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
I could not say it any better, showing you some real focus, taking it inside against the bigger man.
And Seattle making a change here. Richardson's checked in.
Justin Anderson brings tremendous athleticism. I love that. He's an excellent perimeter defender who just needs to keep improving on offense.
And McLemore kicks to Adams. And he gets the bucket. Adams has got 9.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Anderson outside. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. 6 on the shot clock. Richardson the pass to Lyles. That one good for 2. Lyles got 4 points now in the quarter.
Awesome feed there. That pass was on point.
Screen by Adams. Who? Richardson cover. Here's Who. That one, no good. Seattle goes the other way with it. Over to the wing. Joesph against Weber. Kicks it out to Richardson. Here's Lyles. 6 points for him. And it's blocked. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Who? Richardson cover. Here's Who. He kicks it to Joesph. In the corner, it's McLemore. Offensive rebound. And yes, it's good. And that's now 11 points for Steven Adams.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Yeah, those are back crushers. I mean, they really crack your back when you give teams second shots like that.
Richardson kicks to Lyles. That shot misses. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Anderson outside. Here's Chi. Adams defending. Now here's Richardson. The kick out to Anderson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Steven Adams picks one up.
Well, I like how aggressively Anderson takes on the defense there. No backing away from going into him and drawing the contact.
A different look for Seattle. Anabogu's checked in for Chi. Giles comes in for Lyles. And it's Payton in for Briante Weber. And then for Oklahoma City, George is checked in for Ferguson. And it's Andre Robertson in for McLemore. Here's George. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
I like how George looks for contact. He kind of seeks it out. He doesn't back away from the hard physical contact. He knows he's going to get a chance to get to the line when he does take the contact.
Bridges, he's checked in for Anderson.
You know, he's a steady hand at the free throw line, showing tremendous confidence in this one.
There's a screen. And here's Richardson. Back to Payton. That's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession.
And you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Really came close to the pilfer, but they'll take that effort. Mucking things up is sometimes just as good as a steal.
Here's Giles. Defended by George.
Love the fact that Paul George expends great energy at both ends of the floor. He's a rangy defender who's extremely disruptive.
Good on the shot.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the limb.
Trickeration. I like that, partner. That's pretty strong word creation. And you've got to be creative, though, whether you're commentating or hooping, especially when you're going inside.
Pass to Anabogu. Now here's Richardson. He's tightly guarded. Excellent D there from George.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Odd pass to George. And he lays in the alley-oop.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run.
And as the receiver, he doesn't feel the need to go for the monster finish that time. I mean, laying it up for the 2 points worked out just fine.
Out to Payton. They set the pick. The feed to Richardson. The pass to Anabogu. Shoots over Adams. And the shot is long.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
The 3 from Joesph. The rebound by Giles. Seattle with the ball. They trail by 1. Feeds it to Richardson. Pass to Anabogu. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. To the inside, here's Giles, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Screen by Adams, and Joesph kicks to Adams. Outside, George. And it's blocked. Richardson with it, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And Oklahoma City called for the foul. Seattle shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Mason checks in for Corey Joesph. And that one's good, George.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
George has gone 50% from the field, 3 of 6. Pass to Bridges. Back to Payton. Pass to Giles. For Seattle, they have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. First one falls for him. And Seattle making a change here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Oklahoma City trailing. Mason dishes to Adams. Outside, George. Back to Adams. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Pass to Giles. Here's Bridges, guarded by Holmes. Payton against Mason. Payton passes to Bridges. And once again off the mark by Seattle. 56 seconds left in the first half. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. A floater. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And George with the stuff.
And George really good at recognizing his fast break opportunities and torching the defense with his speed and athleticism in transition.
Pass to Giles. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple. That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Deontay Davis is checked in for Anabogu. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And Adams kicks to Mason. And the basket is good. Mason's got the lead up to 2 now for the Thunder.
Hey, and when guys at this level are that close to the basket, they ain't missing. I mean, especially when there's no defense in the neighborhood.
Here's Davis, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Davis has got it all tied up now for Seattle.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
And that'll do it for the first half. Time. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports halftime.
Hey folks, we hope you've enjoyed the first half. I'm Ernie Johnson. Checking out Seattle. They've hung tough in what was a closely contested first half. We've seen in Game 1 so far is any indication. We're going to have quite a series on our hands. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
The differential is the free throw attempts. And that's one of the big stories in this game tonight. They were being so aggressive.
And that will conclude our halftime.
And we welcome you back to our coverage of round one in the NBA playoffs. Steven Adams with a strong contribution. Now George. And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Corey Joesph is out there with Andre Robertson. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Richaun Holmes. And it's Adams in at the 5. That one drops for him.
Not much you can do against Paul George on the drive. I mean, he's got great length and he knows how to use it. And he gets exactly where he wants to.
There's the dish to Richardson. The pass to Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
But nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Here's Joesph looking for his first basket still in this one. There's a good screen. Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in. And the Thunder lead by 2.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I mean, not a lot of effort put forth on defense there. I mean, I think he's definitely got to play up on him more and off the screen in that situation.
Here's Davis. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. From deep, George. And it's George again missing. Now here's Davis. 10 points for him. To the left wing. Holmes with the steal. Here's Robertson. Richardson covering. Here's Joesph. No good off the back of the rim. Here's Seattle. Pass to Bridges. Here's Giles. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Four on the shot clock. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And it's Seattle with the ball. Outside, Davis. 6 to shoot. And that misses. That would have put him up.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And here's George for 3. The long distance 3 is buried. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Here's Bridges. Down low, here's Giles, and that one is hammered home.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Joesph dishes to Adams. Count the basket. Adams has got the lead up to 3 now for Oklahoma City.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Pass to Giles. And here's Richardson. He's got 5. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Kicks it to Richardson. There's the pick. He dishes it to Davis. Misses from short range.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And stolen by Richardson. To the middle. Pulls it up. Pass to Giles. And Richaun Holmes gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. A different look for Seattle. Trey Lyles comes in for Giles. And it's Briante Weber in for Payton. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. McLemore's checked in. Lyles inside, guarded by Holmes. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. He's checked in for Seattle. Anderson comes in for Bridges. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Dishes it to McLemore. Holmes, that's a screen. Floats one. They grab their own miss. Shot's good by McLemore. McLemore's got 7 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The feed now to Richardson. He kicks to Anderson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressor.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Mason's checked in. They set the pick. Now here's McLemore outside. Seattle grabs the miss.
And, you know, even with him struggling, they're still up. But they need him to find his rhythm soon.
Out to the right wing. Valencia, guarded by Mason. Offensive rebound. Here's Chi. Passes it to Lyles. A second chance effort. He can't get that one. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Mason with it. There's the pass to Holmes. Here's Ferguson. A three-pointer off the mark. Seattle trails by 5. Anderson kicks to Lyles. Anderson the screen. Pass to Lyles. Shoots from 14. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got 8 rebounds in this game. Anabogu's checked in for Seattle. And it's Seattle with the ball. Outside to Weber. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Pass to Anabogu. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Ferguson. Mason against Weber. Holmes, that's a screen. Jumper off the screen. Mason misses. Mason's gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. Feeds to Weber. Anderson outside. To the wing right side. Makes it off the glass. The Thunder leading by 3. Holmes, that's a screen. Trying to get back on track. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And it's Seattle with the ball. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Passes it to Lyles. He feeds it to Weber. Out left to the wing. To the paint. Another shot. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
And really all credit to the pass there. I mean, he angled it just right. Set up the basket beautifully.
And it's tied up with that one. And here now the Thunder. Now Mason. Holmes, that's a screen. 1:57 left to play in the third. McLemore. That's short off the rim. McLemore's gone 2 for 7, struggling a bit. Anderson outside. Now the pass to Anabogu. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Anabogu's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Shots good by McLemore. McLemore's got 4 points this quarter.
Leaving the rest of the field in the dust.
Well, I think the defense flat out gave up. I mean, didn't even try to get back into the picture on that fast break finish.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. Shots good by Lyles.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Inside, here's Mason. Second shot opportunity. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. The Thunder have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. Anderson kicks to Weber. For the lead. Shot clock reset for Seattle. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's the screen. It's Anderson with the drive. Stolen by Mason.
You don't have to be in a hurry. They can hold for the last one.
That's exactly what they should do. I mean, you don't want to give the opponent another possession here. Make sure you get the last one.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Yeah, and those illegal screens have really become a point of emphasis for the officials.
And it seems like they've been more than willing to crack down on those. Makes it tough to get as physical as you'd like to out there.
Payton drives in, and that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch. To end the quarter. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Thunder lead by 2. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Guys, good job hitting ahead. That means we're 1.
And we're back to the action here in this round 1 matchup. Here's Payton. They've got Payton. Bridges out there with Anabogu. And there's Davis. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle. Payton outside. There's the pick. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And he knocks down the first one. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. The Thunder with the lead. George passes to Mason. Lob pass to George. Seattle grabs the miss. Anabogu's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Davis dishes to Payton. Outside, Davis. Just 5 to shoot. Bridges passes to Payton. That doesn't go either for Payton. Here's Oklahoma City. Here's McLemore. Here's Adams. Seattle grabs the miss. Davis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Payton outside. Davis sets a screen. Bridges passes to Davis. Bridges a screen on Adams. To take the lead, he lays it in.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Oklahoma City trailing. And George kicks to Adams. Screen by Adams. Down low. Up off the screen. And Adams with the slam. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Davis sets a screen. Here's Bridges. Excellent D there from George. Bridges has gone just 1 of 5 from the field. To the wing on the left. There's McLemore. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. And the Thunder lead by 3. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react. And that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
And Seattle making a change here. Richardson's checked in. Then for the Thunder, Rashawn Holmes comes in for Ben McLemore. And Corey Joesph subbed in for Mason. Adams, some nice D.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
You know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
And pushing it up, here's Seattle. Here's Richardson. Here's Anabogu. Davis kicks to Payton. Goes up again. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Here's Joesph. The dish to Adams. Screen by Adams. George up top. Defended by Bridges. And it's Joesph in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. It's tipped, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
Giles checked in for Anabogu. And it's Seattle with the ball. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Bridges passes to Payton. Now, here's Richardson to the middle. Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Bridges against George. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's Bridges. Davis sets a screen. Here's Giles. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Roberson. Kicks to Adams. And here is Holmes over Richardson. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Davis with it. He dishes it to Richardson. To the wing right side. Davis sets a screen. Here's Bridges. That 3 off the mark.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just hit.
Oh! Yeah, you know, George really enjoys being in the air. I mean, this guy has great body control and bounce, and his slams at times can be absolutely sick.
And that was Under Armour bringing you that replay. Unleash chaos. And what a play it was. Inside. Pass to Bridges. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And Seattle leads by 1. We can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Yeah, no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground.
Holmes sets a screen. They set the pick. Here's George. Here's Adams. Seattle grabs the miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Payton outside. Back to Davis. Dishes to Richardson. Rebounded by Holmes.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. The feed to Richardson. Davis kicks to Payton. Back to Davis. Tries again. Pass to Giles. Kicks it out to Richardson. Here's Payton. No good from outside. It's George on the wing. Misses off the right iron.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Feeds it to Richardson. Outside, Davis. Davis sets a screen. Bridges against George. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Seattle?
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
Screen by Adams to the inside. Out of bounds. Seattle will take possession.
Yeah, he just threw that possession away. Hopefully he learns from that and doesn't make the same mistake again.
Seattle leading by 3. Passes it to Bridges. Inside, Giles. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
And Joesph kicks to George. Drills it from outside. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Hey, when you've got a player like George, in these moments, you turn to him. He knows how to deliver in the clutch.
Pass to Giles. Payton outside. Davis setting the pick for Payton. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Mason, he checked in for Oklahoma City. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
They set the pick. Screen by Adams. And here's George for 3. George missing again.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
To the paint, here's Payton. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And Seattle leads by 6.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
Payton's gone 4 of 8 from the field. Screen by Adams. Now Mason. Outside, George. Holmes, that's a screen. Nobody near George. It goes straight through with the swish. George has got 14 points now in the second half. 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Richardson up top. There's the pass to Bridges. Adams against Davis. Kicks it out to Richardson. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Greg. I mean, they're in a groove right now, up big, hard to envision them losing this lead.
And now Now a moment to take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just tore them up. He was aggressive, inviting the contact, and really just taking it straight to him.
Some players rise to the occasion in the playoff spotlight, and some wilt under it. We know which type he is. What a stunning night for him. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Adams with the screen on Payton. Shoots from the high post. Count it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
I think he's got to be more aggressive, stronger, getting through those screens, and allow shooters that kind of space to pull the trigger.
Second one is good. Putting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They trail by 7. We've got 22 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
And this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole. It's hard to climb out of.
Well, to me, they look emotionally spent.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Lyons from deep. The shot that time, not on target. Here's Chi. Now the dish to Anderson. And so it's Seattle winning this one. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
And that about wraps it up, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA Western Conference quarterfinals. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.